Get ready for your Texas real estate exam with review questions we're going to do today and also the answer. So today we're doing, sorry about that. Today, we're doing 5 questions today on Texas state. So anyone that is national, you can hang on and see my style of teaching the class. I'm not teaching the class, okay, helping you prepare for your exam. Or I will do national questions tomorrow on Thursday. So let's get started. I'm going to show you first the book that we use to prepare for the national and the Texas state exam. So this is the Texas Real Estate License Exam Prep by Stephen Metling and 3 other authors. It's a family-owned business. They are excellent books because they have the question and they explain the answers. And of course, like most other prep books, they give you a review of what it is about real estate, preparing for the real estate exam, and they review every topic, all the different topics that you studied in your classes, okay? And all your 6 classes in Texas, right? 180 hours. All right, so with that said, let's get started on the exam. Questions. Okay, we're going to do 5 questions. And and why am I limiting it? Well, because I go into detail, all right, to review the questions. So you can watch last week's session for the prior questions to 1311. We're started with test 1311. Oh, and I meant to show you what test 13 is about, so you can get your mind on that. So test number 13 has to do with standards of conduct in brokerage practice. So how do we conduct ourselves, right, when doing business and in the brokerage that we're with? Very important. A lot of questions get missed, okay, on this. And what I'll tell you is that it is before you can really start answering these questions, you must know the vocabulary. Must. Vocabulary, all of us who teach and tutor, you know, there are many realtors who tutor about real estate questions preparing for the exam. I'm the only one that does Texas 100% and not 50%. And then the other is national questions and vocabulary. There are many videos on national, vocabulary, and Texas state. I'm hoping to do other states. It's just I am in Texas, and that's why I focus on Texas. So again, we're starting out with question 1311. If you want to watch prior videos, it'll have the prior questions. As I mentioned, I go in sequence, okay? I'm an analytical person. I go step by step. All right, here we go. Oh, and I invite you to participate during the class by typing the question number and the letter answer. Number 11, which of the following constitutes practicing law without a license? Which is a no-no. A licensee completing lease blanks in a lease that was written by an attorney. B, an agent completing a promulgated contract. C, a licensee completing the blanks in a contract prepared by a principal. Or D, a licensee altering a lease clause at the direction of a principal. So which one would mean you're constituting, you're practicing law, and we are not lawyers, correct? What are we going to be? Realtors, right? Independent contractors, real estate agents. So type the letter answer, the letter question and the letter answer, the number question and the letter answer in the chat. These classes are designed to help you participate and let me comment should you get the answer incorrect and give you an opportunity to answer again. So I give everyone an opportunity to answer questions. Anybody watching the replay, hey, click the forward fast or watch it at a 1.5 speed, 1.75 speed, whatever you do. You have a choice, right? You can either watch it at the normal speed or speed it up. I normally speed up videos that I watch, podcasts, I put them at 1.5 if the speaker is very articulate. Hey, Johnny, how's it going? Thanks for joining us today. Coming back. So, welcome back, Carter. Except here is welcome back, Johnny. Well, Johnny, it is not letter B. Take another attempt. So, which one constitutes practicing law? So you're a realtor and you're practicing law. Which one makes sense as far as you making modifications to the contract, writing things you shouldn't be? Because anything that we do in a contract, in a document, promulgated contract, right? We're filling in the blanks through the instructions that we get from our client. All right, so Thomas says D. So come on, Johnny, take another attempt. I'll give you a moment. Let's see, dropping my light there a little bit. All right, so Johnny changed it to a D. Awesome choice. The answer is D. A licensee altering a lease clause. What are they doing? Altering, making a change to a lease clause at the direction of a principal. No, 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 right? We cannot scratch out, we cannot change anything unless it's an attorney that is able to make the changes, because attorneys, so 6 attorneys, 6 realtors, and a public person, okay, end up creating all the contracts, right? That's the 13-person committee. So very good. The answer was 1311D. A licensee altering, making a change to a lease clause, right? Because we do have lease agreements. Because in the state of Texas, we can help lessees. Homes get rented, apartments, and we can help them do that and make some money. Not a whole lot, but enough to sometimes pay our monthly dues and more. So very good. Okay. And if you're not sure, hey, type an answer. It's better than not, right? Take a risk. Our life is all about taking risks every single day. Which of the following best, internet issues? It's because everybody gets on the internet now and it slows down. Even if we have a high-speed connection, it does slow down the internet, unfortunately. So bear with me. If for some reason the internet slows down, I'm still here. Stay on. I'll be back. Just like Arnold Schwarzenegger said, I'll be back. I really like him. Again, you all be patient. Technology, we have no control. Okay, I am back. So which one of the following characterizes trust funds? Tenant security deposit, rent check paid to a landlord, an unearned fee charged to a tenant, or any money held on behalf of another. Your answer in the chat. I see that we're going to have a challenging day or a challenging afternoon. I used to do these at 6 p.m. All right, the answer here is D. Any money held on behalf of another. So I'm coming back, you all. Don't fret. No complaints. Just be patient. Nothing I can do to control it. There's just a large percentage of people on the internet right now. Very good. So the answer was 12D, right? For those that are watching the replay. And again, I advise you, if you're watching the replay, hey, watch it at 1.5 times. You have the choice to watch it at a faster speed. You don't have to watch it at the same speed. As long as you can still understand me, you can watch it at a higher speed. That's what I do. I watch other people's videos at a faster speed as long as I can still understand it. So don't waste time. If you can go faster, do it. Number 13, when a home buyer gives a broker an earnest money deposit, what kind of deposit? Earnest money deposit. What is an earnest money deposit? When a person, between a buyer and a seller or under contract, the buyer has to deliver earnest money to the title company, to the escrow officer, to the attorney, whoever is performing the closing. So when a home buyer gives a broker an earnest money deposit, sometimes they give it to the broker. In the past, brokers used to have a trust account and hold on to the money. and then send it to the title company. So when a home buyer gives a broker an earnest money deposit, the broker is bound to do what? A, return all funds upon request. B, comply with fiduciary duties owed the seller. B, abide by the terms of the sales contract. Or D, immediately deliver the funds to the seller for depositing. Be very careful with these questions. Who handles the money? And if we give money right away to the seller, oh my gosh, what if it doesn't close? What if it falls out of escrow? How are you going to get the money back? So I'm letting you know we do not give it to the seller. So D is the wrong answer if you're thinking of D. So on here, we're going to abide by the terms of the sales contract. We have a contract between a buyer and a seller, which the brokerage, the realtor, the buying agent completes the sales contract for the buyer by asking a lot of questions and filling in the blanks, because the contracts are templates created by the 13-person committee at Texas Real Estate Commission, right? Therefore, we're filling in the blanks in the contract by asking the buyer the question, filling in the blanks. None of the answers are ours. The contract is between a buyer and a seller. So the buyer is presenting in this legal document, in this template, by answering the questions we ask, like the price they're offering, the terms, are they having a loan? Do they want a home inspection? Do they want money contributed to their closing? Lots and lots of questions. What is the closing date? All of these are terms that are in the sales contract. So the earnest money deposit that the broker gets, it's bound to abide by the terms of that sales contract between the buyer and the seller. So very good, Thomas. The answer is 13C. Oh, so let me type the answer also on Facebook, because I am streaming to Facebook and YouTube. However, I will always ask you to be present on YouTube. Why? Because YouTube gives me credit and support for you watching on YouTube. So a lot of work to be on YouTube. However, I love it. All right, so the answer is C. frustrating. I think I may have to this at 6 p.m. 5 o'clock is just too many people getting home and getting on the internet. Wow. How frustrating. Just like you sharing and when studying and prepping for your exams. Hold on a minute. Every time it goes off, I have to share the screen again. And it's not as whoa. It's coming up. All right. Can you tell I like wearing caps? Well, I don't wear them 24 hours a day, right? But I do wear them for the channel. I exercise a lot. I jog, and so I wear caps to protect from the sun and the sweat. Okay. So we were talking about when a home buyer gives a broker an earnest and at this point, I don't know if you can hear me or not. F it, frustrated with this damn internet today. Oh man. And if you aren't frustrated, man, you must be very patient. Okay. I get impatient. Dang internet. Oh. Mm. Okay. I'm trying to show you a question. Okay. And I'm going to show you the book that I use that I have permission to use. Yeah, I don't blame you if you all decide to leave because this is really frustrating. This is the book that I'm asking where the questions are coming from. Prep books are excellent for you to prepare for it. In addition to watching videos, listening to videos from different tutors, the one that best fits for you. However, have a prep book. If you don't have one, go buy one. Buy one at Amazon. Buy a Well, I am back. And let's see what happens now. It's 5:30. Maybe it'll get a little bit better. If you think you are frustrated, I am double, triple, quadruple frustrated. Okay. Because technology is awesome, you all, while this is trying to come back on. However, the more people get onto the internet and on phones and on the TV and on the computer, it has a major impact on how quickly we receive information. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Not enough satellites that are giving sufficient speed and support to all of us who are on the internet. The internet is working, but when too many people are on it, it sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. And I'm pissed because I can't do this efficiently or effectively for you. I'm trying to share the page and it's not cooperating with me. I am truly and deeply sorry to all of you. I have the highest internet connection and it still creates issues. Okay. So much for paying a lot more money for the still impacted at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Am I bitching? Yes, I'm bitching. Okay. Because I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off that I can't do this effectively for you at the time that I choose to do it. All right. So continuing on. So, sorry. Number 14, a sales agent receives a security deposit on a lease. What is this sales agent's proper course of action? A, deposit the funds immediately in her trust account. B, deposit the funds within 3 business days of receipt of the deposit. Or C, deposit the funds in the operating account immediately. Or D, deposit the funds to the sales agent's broker for depositing. So which one do you think it is? When we get money, what are we supposed to do with that money? Because this is clients' money. Do we want to be responsible for that? Most of the times we're getting a cashier's check, a money order, or we are getting a personal check. The answer here is D, deliver the funds to the sales agent's broker for depositing. Okay, and that is the broker that we hang our license under. And I say under, we don't work for the broker. We are independent contractors. It is our business. We get to run the business how we want, as long as we are following the policies and procedures of our broker, the brokerage, the big umbrella, okay, like EXP, Keller Williams, Coldwell Banker, Remax, Real, all these others, Century 21. Those are all the broker, the brokerage. And each of those brokerages have a principal broker that makes sure that everyone is following the rules and the contracts. So the answer here is 1314D. Deliver the funds to the sales agent's broker. Who are the sales agents? We are the sales agents. When we don't have a broker license, all of us that start out in real estate and even maybe throughout our career, if we don't want to become a broker, we are sales agents. We are realtors. We are sales individuals. Okay. And the broker is responsible for all of us. We get paid through the broker. We deliver all the funds to the broker. However, in reality, when we have a contract and we did get a check from our client as an earnest money, that earnest money is held until the negotiation is complete between the buyer and the seller. And once everything is signed and executed means I, as a realtor, the last one that receives the final yes, the final agreement, puts in the date. That's when it is considered an executed contract. Now we deliver it to the escrow officer, be it a title company or be it an attorney, or sometimes within the brokerage if they have an attorney and a title company there. Okay? So you have to be open-minded to realize that an attorney or a title company can do the escrow. The escrow is where the closing happens, where the contracts are delivered, where the money is delivered. Some investors end up wanting to have their own real attorney do it. So everything is delivered to the attorney instead of a title company. And why do I say title company? Because many people are going to ask for a title search, right? What is a title search? When we know the history of that particular property, sequential history in the past, who owned it, when was it bought, when was it sold, how was it conveyed, how was it transferred, did it have a loan, was it cash, okay, was it owner finance? All those kinds of answers get answered when there is a title search. Who is the real owner? What is the first name, middle initial, last name? Was there a divorce involved? Was everything changed? Title company keeps track of all that. The attorney can only do the closing. If a buyer requests a title policy, then the attorney has to request the title policy from a title company. That's why they're called a title company. Okay, a transaction can be closed with a title company only if the buyer is requesting a title search. And that means a title insurance policy, which is paid for either by the seller, by the buyer, or by both. So I stress over and over, learn your vocabulary and learn all these terms, okay? So prior to the internet screwing up, okay, Ruby Lane asked, these are harder than normal questions for her. And where do I get them from? I was trying to show you that I get them from the book that I have permission to use. Excellent book. It's not the only one that is excellent, but it's Texas Real Estate License Exam, okay, by Stephen Metley. I have a link in the description to where you can buy the Texas one, or you can buy other states. They do have this book for like 25 or 26 states. This is where I get the questions, and I have approval to using them. And there is a release comment, okay, in the description. If you don't have a prep book, go get one, and you can get a used one, an old one. All right, last question for tonight, because I said 5 questions. Why? Because it's important to review each of the questions carefully. Know what the question is asking. Know the vocabulary within the question. Know the vocabulary within the answers. Understand what the answers are saying. All right, number 15. As a newly licensed broker, you receive a buyer's earnest money deposit on Tuesday morning. What do you receive? A buyer's earnest money. What is earnest money? Vocabulary. Okay, that is the money, the good faith money that the buyer is presenting to the seller, showing them that they are serious about purchasing the property. Most sellers want at least 1% earnest money of the contract price. And it's deposited Tuesday morning. When is your deadline for depositing this check into your trust account? This is the broker's trust account. Okay. Is it A, Wednesday morning, B, Wednesday night, C, Thursday night, or D, Friday night? When is the deadline? How many days does a broker have in order to deposit any earnest money received from a client? Is it 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, a week? So they receive it Tuesday morning. When is the deadline? Wednesday, Wednesday night, morning, Thursday night, or Friday night? Type your answer in the chat. Question number and the letter answer. Come on, take a risk. Type the answer in the chat. All right, the answer is Thursday night. The broker has 2 days from receipt of that money to deposit into what? A trust account. Be it the trust account from the title company or be it their own trust account. In this case, they're talking about a broker having their own trust account, and they receive the money from the buyer and put it into their trust account within 2 days. Thursday night, what, by 5 p.m.? That's when, or 5:30 p.m.? A lot of things have changed in real estate. They used to say, oh, by midnight. Well, who the heck is working at midnight? Well, a lot of us are. However, the normal industry, banks, title companies, they close at 5 or 5:30 or 6 o'clock. So the rules on the real estate transactions was adjusted, okay, to meet the industry norm of businesses, 5 o'clock, 5:30, or 6 o'clock. So in our real estate, it was like by Thursday night, 5 p.m. And that is what is stated in the contract and what we know. If we're delivering it to a title company, it's within 3 business days to 5 p.m. Okay, so keep that in mind that rules have changed and it's for 5 p.m. of the day, not 6, not 5:01, not 5:10, not 5:30, or not midnight like it used to be. However, if somebody gives you a check at 7 p.m. and we used to deposit by midnight, who the heck is open at midnight? Businesses, companies, banks, title companies, they're not. So what now? Now we're responsible for that money, for that check, earnest money, or a cashier's check, or a money order, right? Do you want to be responsible for it? Well, we are professionals. We are businesses. So yes, we are responsible for them for a few hours. However, as soon as we can get rid of that, hey, get rid of it. You don't want to be responsible for somebody else's money, because we are liable if something happens. And we always make a copy and give a copy to the client with our initials on it, and we keep a copy of whatever we receive. So the answer here was Thursday night, because they received the money when? Tuesday morning. So Tuesday morning, we normally count 24 hours after, right, to the deadline of 5 p.m. So from Tuesday to Wednesday morning, okay, with standards of conduct in brokerage practice. So it's a conduct for brokers and also the realtors, sales agents that are under the book. Texas Real Estate Exam License Exam Prep has national questions and Texas state questions, plus it has review material of all the topics that you studied in the 180 hours, which is equivalent to 6 courses that you studied. So instead of going back to those thick books that you studied, get a prep class. A prep book. You can attend a prep class. There are schools, there are individuals on YouTube that offer prep classes, like Prep Agent is one of them. Okay, Champion Real Estate School. Okay, they offer prep classes. My classes are for reviewing the material that is in the prep books that you're going to encounter or maybe encounter. And you're not going to get identical questions all the time. They might be identical to the questions that I review. Typically, they are not. And hopefully you get learned from different sources. Learn many, many questions. Repeat them over and over and over until you get 100 score. Doing them once isn't good enough for most individuals. Okay, most individuals need to go through these questions multiple times. That was me. I had to go to redo the quizzes multiple times until I got 100 score. I take it once, I'd get a 60. I take it again, I'd get a 70. I take it again, I'd get a 90. Was I satisfied? No. Why? Because the actual exam is tougher than the ones we practice, just as Ruby Lane mentioned. Okay, she said, oh, these are tougher questions than normal. Okay, look at that. These are harder than normal for me. Well, the actual true exam will have sometimes easy questions and sometimes questions you've never seen before. Why? Because they want us to think, use common sense, and imagine that we're actually doing the business already. And, that's a lot to expect from an individual when you don't have experience. That's why, one, learn the damn vocabulary. Okay? Learn it. Most people don't watch my vocabulary videos or others like Prep Agent. But why do we do them? Because you're learning a different language. And what is that language? Real estate. What? Real estate is the language that we need to understand in order to help our clients, sellers, buyers, okay, investors, tenants, developers, builders. Okay, we need to know that vocabulary. Are we going to use it all? No. Well, you went through maybe first grade, kindergarten to 12th grade, maybe even college. Do you use everything you learned? No. Do I? I'm a retired engineer. Did I use everything I learned in engineering? No. However, I study it. I prep it. I set a schedule so that I can study every single day. Okay? Put it on your calendar. As Keller Williams says, if it's not on your calendar, it doesn't exist. You want to pass this exam? Don't complain. Don't blame anybody. Don't say you can't do it. Put it on your calendar. Inform your family that you need to prep for this class, okay, that you need to prepare to pass your exam. And this is something that you really want and you want to do. Then let everybody know that while you're studying at 5 p.m. every day, you need that privacy. You need that availability to focus. And take a break every 20 to 30 minutes because the mind remembers the beginning and the end of every study session. Okay, I was one of those that crammed, okay, the night before the exam when I was going to engineering school. Sometimes it worked, a lot of times it didn't. So I've learned through the years and by watching other experts, okay, reading books, that we need to be patient with ourselves. However, we need to be committed. We need to believe in what we're doing and what we want. If we really want it, then do what it takes. No bullshit, no excuses, no complaints. Just do it. Because nobody's going to do it for you or for me. You're going to do it for yourself. And you can do it with studying with other individuals, or if you're the type like me that likes to study alone. Okay. However, I used to have tutors in order to learn certain things. Don't be embarrassed of hiring somebody to help you learn it. You're not stupid. You're not ignorant. And I hate those words. Okay. However, some of us learn at different rates, at different paces. So practice, practice, practice makes what? Perfect, but we don't need to be perfect. We only need to get a 70% score. All right, all of you. Hope this helps. Sorry for all the dang internet issues today. Keep studying. Prepare for your exam and affirm, I passed, I passed, I passed. And pass that exam and become a realtor and develop your business. Until next time, catch you later. Bye. Love ya. Thank you for your patience during this challenging internet day.